Hi, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
I'm not going to take a lot of your time.
Okay.
I just have a couple of questions I need to ask.
Is it okay if I sit down?
Yeah, of course. You
Okay.
can sit down. Would you like some water?
No, I'm okay right now.
You're okay?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, perfect. So I'm going to just get a couple of little details down. What's your name?
My name is Craig C.
Craig C, perfect. And where do you live, Craig C?
So I'm kind of like living in different places, but a good address for me is in Anthony, off of Church Street.
Church. Can I get a address, please?
Yeah, sure. 1811 Church
1811
Street in
Church
Anthony,
Street.
New Mexico.
Anthony, New Mexico. Perfect. And can I get a good phone number to contact you?
Sure, it's 575
575
545
545
1911.
1911. Perfect. And if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work?
I'm kind of like a multi-purpose type of guy. I work construction. I'll do like maybe just roofing, framing, laying down foundation.
You're a jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. That's
Perfect.
right.
That's perfect. Do you work for a certain company, or you kind of just get contracted?
Right now, I'm kind of working for myself. That's kind of what I do. It's been really hard lately, kind of financially, but I'm kind of trying to build my own business up. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And around what hours do you usually work?
I pretty much work my own hours. Like I said, I'm trying to make my own business, but usually 7 to 5.
7 to 5. All right, perfect. And I'm sure that job's kind of, they could be stressful, right?
Very stressful. Very stressful.
Okay, and what time do you usually take lunch? Around noon?
It just depends on the job, but yeah, around noon.
Okay, cool. So, I asked you to come here today because we're conducting a lot of interviews with different witnesses. I don't know if you heard, there was a bank robbery off of 525 Stewart Street in MSU. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did. You know, it's crazy. I heard somebody died or something like that.
Yeah, somebody had a unfortunate time. So
what happened? I heard from it from a friend of mine, but I don't know. I think I was working.
You were working, okay. And do you remember what job you were working at that time? I know you have different jobs, but that day in particular.
I don't know. I would have to look back at my schedule and see.
Just real rough estimate. Like what do you think? Were you doing construction? Were you fixing a window?
I was probably working in some sort of construction.
Okay. So we have witnesses that have reason to believe that there was a white male, with a bandana that entered the bank and committed a crime. And while we were conducting our investigation, there was DNA found at the crime scene. And we put it into our system, and the DNA that was found came back to be yours.
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible.
Well, I mean, it could be, like you say, you go to that bank, so we have hair follicles, hair's constantly coming off, but the thing is that it wasn't hair that was found, it was actually blood. So, again, I was asking, while you were doing your construction, was there a moment where you stopped at your job and you went to the bank?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I bank at that place, but I don't know why I would have blood there.
I noticed that you have a Band-Aid on your finger.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got it at work. Well, that's probably what happened. I got a cut at work, and then I went to the bank. Maybe I don't remember. But maybe that's why there's blood at the bank. I don't know, but if you think I had anything to do with that, I didn't.
Oh, I'm just asking questions right now. I have no reason to believe anything.
Okay.
I'm just trying to gather some more information. While you're working in these construction jobs, I would imagine it gets pretty hot, and you probably use items like, for example, a bandana to maybe wipe away from all the sweat in your face.
Yeah, a lot of like myself and a lot of the guys, we wear bandanas or those wet towels, and we put them over our
Yeah,
heads.
it gets really hot. I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
imagine so. Is there a certain color of bandana that you use, or it's kind of just an assortment?
I have all kinds of bandanas. I have orange ones, white ones, red ones, blue ones, black ones. Except I'm kind of careful where I wear those colors because, I mean, depending on where you're doing construction,
Right.
a lot of the times you'd be in a bad neighborhood and they can be like, hey, and I'm just over here like, hey, I'm just working construction, man, and they're trying to start problems, and so most of the time I'll just wear neutral colors.
Okay. So again, like I said, we did this investigation. We found a bandana at the crime scene.
Okay.
We found your DNA at the crime scene. There was a weapon that was left at the crime scene that had your fingerprints on it.
That's insane. I don't even own any guns. Like, how is that? What's going on? Like, what?
And we talked to your ex-girlfriend, who also placed you at this bank at around 9:30 in the morning.
Don't even listen to anything she says. She's crazy. She's been having it after me. We broke up. She wants my money. I don't have any money. Like I mentioned to you, I'm going through a financial crisis right now. I'm trying to start my business. And this chick, she just wants her money. And it's a mess. I wouldn't even put it past me for her to say something like that. I had nothing. I don't even own any guns. How are my fingerprints on guns? That's crazy.
And you know what? It could just be that you were at the wrong place at the wrong time. It could be that, like you said, you bank at this place and your DNA was found there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You don't gotta tell me anything. But would you be able to give me the name of your employer that you were working for on this date?
Like I said, I don't remember. I really don't remember. I don't know if it was John or Charles. Yeah, I don't know. It must have been either John or Charles. One of those two that I was working construction during that time.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have anything else you wanna tell me? Because right now all the evidence is against you.
What evidence I have? There's
DNA.
I wasn't even there.
Right.
I've banked at that place.
Right.
But I've never owned any guns.
You don't need to own a gun to have a gun. You understand that, right?
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I've never had a gun. I've never owned any guns. I wouldn't even know, like, how to buy a gun because I've never bought one.
Okay. You have fingerprints on a weapon that was used to kill a person. There's DNA on the floor with DNA blood on the floor that comes back and matches to you. Your finger has a cut on it. You say you work construction, and by no means at all am I taking away from that. Your ex-girlfriend and other witnesses have you at the scene of a crime. And I really want to help you out here, but you need to help me out also. And you need to tell me, were you at this construction site or were you at the bank?
I don't know what evidence you're talking about. I don't even know what witnesses you're talking about. I don't know.
Well, you don't need to know the witnesses because they identify you at the scene.
Who? I don't even know anybody. I only talked to like 3 people.
You don't need to know these witnesses for them to identify you.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I wasn't there. There's a lot of people who look like others, and they could easily mistake me for somebody else.
I want you to take a look at your fingerprints right now. Just put your palms up for me, please. Everybody has different fingerprints that
Right.
identifies them. And the ones, everybody has them very different, right? Very unique. And yours were found on a gun. Your blood was found at the crime scene. A piece of your finger was found in the sink next to the murder weapon. You have a band-aid on your finger that leads me to believe that you were at this location. Whether you want to believe it, whether you want to admit it or not, you are my suspect. So now I need you to tell me that you're not, so that I can keep on conducting my investigation, because all eyes and all the arrows are pointed to you right now.
Oh, it wasn't me. That's all I can say.
We can either do this the hard way or the easy way. But I guarantee you, if you go the hard way, you're going to get more time. And there's not going to be anybody that's going to help you out as much as I'm helping you out right now. Let me help you out. I understand you're going through a tough time right now. I understand that you feel like you're being attacked by your ex, maybe by life itself. You're trying to just make a living. I get it. But if you help me, I'll make sure that you're not going to serve that much time. I'll make it a point to take care of you. But if you're going to just be crossing your arms and not helping at all, you're going to go to jail for a long time. And no one's going to be able to help you out. So what is it going to be?
Alright, I'll tell you. I went to the bank that day. I was at the bank. And I noticed that the camera wasn't recording the way it shouldn't have, or the way it should have. So normally it blinks green when it's recording, and this time it wasn't blinking, and so I thought about the financial crisis that I'm going through in my business, and I owe people money. My ex-girlfriend, she's a lot. I really needed the money. I saw there was just one clerk. And so yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, Mr. C, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to me about this. Do you have anything else you want to say or add?
No. Do I need a lawyer?
Yes, sir, you're going to need a lawyer. I'm going to just stand up, facing away from me. You're under arrest.